Kev has a question about the foundation building routine. When you go out to the training page, the quick access training page for TVS, down at the bottom, at the very bottom, we have an embedded training widgets with all your files and videos, and there's a widget in there called the foundation building routine. And the foundation building routine is a routine that's also mapped out here inside the book. What is the foundation building routine? Well, it's a good question. Probably about 5 or 6 years ago, before the integrated training routines were fully developed, when we were on the 4 pillars of singing 3.0, not 4.5, moving to 5.0 later next year. When we were sort of in the 3.0 stage of TVS methodology, teaching, et cetera, I knew that I wanted my students to have a training routine. I don't want to just give you a bunch of content, a bunch of workouts and say, do it like this, or good luck, or whatever, goodbye, good riddance. I don't want to do that. This is real. You need to train. So it's my responsibility to give you something to do. All right? So the very first set of training routines that I advocated in videos, in the course, in the book, was this routine called the foundation building routine. Now, the foundation building routine is actually what we call a compound routine. Okay? A routine is sort of, it's like a workout. Okay? Workout to me sort of means actually the actual scale, the piece of media, the content. And then the routine would be what you do on the piece of content. That's a routine. But if you take multiple routines and you put them together and you assign them together, those of you that are teachers, TVS teachers, that is what we call a compound routine. A compound routine. Okay? So for example, the warm-ups, track and track, track and release, release and sustain. Those are 3 routines, but you work all 3 of them together. They're sort of a bundle. They're a little family of workouts that stick together. So it's really phase 1, the warm-ups, track and track, track and release, release and sustain. It's really a compound routine. Okay. The foundation building compound routine was something that came out about 5 years ago, and it includes the warm-ups we just discussed. No surprises there. Track and track, track and release, release and sustain. Boom. 2, breathing exercises. The 6 Maestro Kyle breathing exercises that help you build strength and coordination in your diaphragm, your obliques, builds lung capacity and strength. That's in there. 3, the third step in the foundation building routine is learning the onsets, studying the onsets, okay? And then stage 4 of the foundation building routine was to begin working on the other workouts that are in the program. So in a sense, Kevin, when you look at the quick access training page, all right, in a sense, you're kind of looking at the foundation building routine, because phase 1 is the workout, is the warm-ups. Phase 2 gets into studying the onsets. Phase 3 gets into the onsets plus the sirens, which is the new thing that wasn't in 3.0. That's the integrated training routines, where we take the onsets, we plug them in like Legos to vowels and workouts, and we call them integrated training routines. And the integrated training routines are customized routines that help you train your unique problems and vocal issues and goals. Once upon you understand the onsets and you understand how to build them for yourself. That's one of the things that we're doing and we're moving towards in 5.0 is we're going to clarify this idea and this method of studying the onsets, studying the vowels, getting familiar with the content, all right, and then building customized training routines to meet your unique training needs, right? And they are on the current training page, it's onsets and sirens. And then below, phase 4, all the other workouts. So it's not exactly the foundation building routine, but it's sort of the same sequence. So Kev, the short answer is foundation building routine is a compound routine that I prescribe to everybody, and I still prescribe it, by the way. It's still a great routine. Start with your warm-ups, train your onsets, start doing onsets plus the sirens, which we now call integrated training routines. And then step 4 is going deeper to the other workouts, the other vocalies in the program, the pentatonic blues workouts, the groove workouts, have fun, explore, and discover. Okay? Now, in the book, there is, in these red training pages, these specialized red training pages, there's a workflow that I've written out on the foundation building routine. So you can sort of read about it in step 1, step 2, and it gives you a guide or a training workflow guide is in the book for the foundation building routine. And it's also, by the way, if you go to the top of the quick access training page that we're talking about, go to the very top, you'll see training workflow guides. Look at it right now. Go there and look at it right now. You'll see a blue hyperlink and it says training workflow guides. If you've never clicked on it before, click on it now. All right, click on it. And what you're gonna see is workflows. I've done a bunch of them. There's a 30-minute quick workout workflow diagram in there. There's a diagram for beginners. There's a diagram for intermediate singers. There's a diagram for advanced singers. And there's a diagram that maps out the process and the flow of the foundation building routine. Okay? So if you want to know more about it, go to the top of the training page, click on training workflow guides, hyperlink, and in there is like a little schematic process flow chart for the FBR, Foxtrot, Bravo, Radar. OCL.